Once upon a time, in a small village perched precariously on a mountainside, there was a girl named Mira. She was born into a poor family, living in constant hardship. Mira's daily task was to carry water from the stream at the foot of the mountain back to her family. The path was steep, full of stones and slippery spots. Every step was heavy, because on her shoulders rested water jars heavier than her small frame could easily bear. Many times, when she was too tired, Mira would slip, fall, and the water jars would shatter, spilling all the water. She would sit down on the ground, her shoulders trembling, tears mixing with sweat. The villagers saw this and shook their heads with pity. A delicate girl like her, how can she bear such hard work? Just give up, Mira. But Mira only pressed her lips tightly. Deep inside, she understood a simple truth. If she gave up, her parents and loved ones would have no water to drink. And so day after day, regardless of scorching sun or stormy rain, she patiently walked that challenging path. Then one day, while Mira was struggling up the slope, her legs exhausted, she collapsed. The water jars shattered. She burst into sobs, choking on her tears, asking herself, "Why must I suffer like this? Why is life so unfair?" At that moment, an old man carrying firewood passed by. He stopped, looked at her for a long time, then pointed to a small crevice by the roadside. There, rainwater trickled through, and over time, it had carved a deep hole into the hard rock. He slowly said, "Do you see? Water is soft and weak, but it can wear down hard rock. Not because it was strong from the start, but because it never stops. People are the same, Mira. True strength doesn't lie in muscles, but in perseverance." Those words ignited a fire in Mira's mind. From that day on, besides carrying water for her family, she began to nurture a big idea: to dig a small canal to lead water from the stream to the village. The work was extremely arduous. Every day after finishing her chores, Mira would take a hoe to the stream and dig little by little. Her soft hands blistered and bled. The sun burned her skin dark. The rain soaked her to the bone. The villagers mocked her. "A girl doesn't know how to dig a canal. It's just a waste of effort." But Mira quietly continued. Day after day, month after month, stone by stone was moved. Earth by earth dug deeper. Some nights, she sat gasping for breath, looking at the bleeding wounds on her hands, tears streaming down. But then, recalling the old man's words from years ago, Mira wiped her tears and stood up. Soft water can beat rock. I must not stop. Many years later, the canal was finally completed. Clear water from the stream flowed into the village, winding everywhere. Trees flourished, fields turned green. Children played by the canal, their laughter ringing out. The elderly no longer had to travel far for water. On the inauguration day, the whole village gathered by the canal, tears falling, embracing Mira with deep emotion. Mira stood by the canal, watching the cool water flow gently. A happiness beyond words rose in her heart. She remembered the moment of despair years ago, the old man's words by the rock crevice, and smiled. Yes, perseverance turned a weak girl into someone who could change an entire village. Lesson: life is always full of challenges, but true strength does not come from luck or convenience. It comes from unwavering perseverance. Just as water can pierce rock by flowing endlessly, people can overcome all obstacles if they do not give up. No matter how weak you start, if you persist, you can change your life and the world around you. Thank you for listening to today's story. If this story touched your heart, please leave a like, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every day, we will bring you meaningful, inspiring stories to empower you on your life journey.